Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue the last lecture that we studied about the Earth's interior and especially about the seismic waves and their properties. Now on the basis of seismic waves property, we have divided the Earth's interior in many sections. As you all know, I am giving you the brief. Then after we will move on to the most important section, that is the shadow zone theory and the magnetosphere of Earth. So if we talk about the Earth's interior, this is two diagram. Let me tell you. This one is the speed graph and this one is the Earth's interior, where on the basis of the behavior of seismic waves, we have divided the Earth's interior in many layers. These are P waves and these are S waves. Crust, upper mantle, then after asthenosphere, which is also known as low velocity zone or magma chamber, then after lower mantle, outer liquid core and inner solid core. Now as you can see, this is the speed graph of seismic waves and this is the Earth's interior. So what we have found, that when the seismic waves are generated from focus till the depth of 200 km, their speed goes on increasing. Now the question comes, why? So as because we are moving inside, the density of the matter is going to increase and the matter is solid also. So with the increase in density, the speed increases. So we have divided the part of 0 to 200 km in two sections, 0 to 100 km as crust and 100 to 200 as upper mantle, and collectively the whole section is considered as lithosphere. Like lithosphere, atmosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere and magnetosphere, the major 5 spheres of the Earth. So lithosphere is the uppermost part, where lithos stands for rocks, so it is also considered as the rock sphere. Then after, what we have seen, that over the depth of 200 km, suddenly the speed of primary and secondary both decreases, but secondary is also passing the matter. Now the question comes here, that the medium has changed, that's why their speed is decreasing but the density is increasing. Now from solid the medium can be liquid, but the most important thing is that if it might be liquid, then secondary were unable to pass through the liquid medium. So the matter is neither liquid nor solid, so it is in viscous state, which is considered as asthenosphere, and due to decrease in the velocity of seismic waves, it has been considered as low velocity zone, and this is the area of magma. That's why it is also considered as magma chamber. Then after 400 kilometer of depth, suddenly the speed of primary and secondary increases, which means the matter has become again solid, which has been considered as lower mantle. And over the depth of 2900 kilometer, the speed of primary waves decreases drastically, means the matter has changed from solid to liquid. Now the question comes, why? Because S waves are not able to pass through this medium. So this medium has been considered as outer liquid core, and after 5300 kilometer approximately, the speed suddenly increases, means the matter has become solid, which has been considered as inner solid core. Now the sections where the speeds are decreasing or increasing are considered as the discontinuity zone. Like the discontinuity over 100 kilometer is considered as Conrod discontinuity. Then after over 200 kilometer, Mohorovic discontinuity. Over 400 kilometer, it is considered as Rapiti. 2900 kilometer, Gutenberg discontinuity, and 5300 kilometer, Lehman discontinuity between the outer and the inner core, which UPSC used to ask the questions. Then after, if we talk about the space inside the Earth's interior, 0 to 200 kilometer lithosphere, 200 to 400 kilometer is considered as Thanossphere, 400 to 2900 kilometer is considered as Mesosphere, and 29 to 63 is considered as Barysphere. Means the core of the Earth is also considered as Barysphere. Mind it, these spheres are present inside the Earth. Rather, the spheres which are present over the Earth are different in lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, or magnetosphere. Now, on this basis, we have divided it. But the question comes that secondary waves are not able to pass through liquid and gas, or they can pass only through solid. And beyond 2900 kilometer, S waves are vanished or they disappear. So the matter has changed. But what is the surety that the matter is present in liquid state only? It can be vacuum also, it can be gaseous also. So the answer of this question is supported by the shadow zone theory. Means a new theory has came, and shadow zone theory hence proof that the matter between 29 to 5300 kilometer inside the Earth's interior is present in liquid state only. And in shadow zone theory, there are two types of shadow zone, that is the P wave shadow zone and S wave shadow zone. Let's see what they say. What it has been observed that when from the focus, this focus can be anywhere on Earth, but we are taking it as straight. So from focus, when the seismic waves are generated, they radiate out in all directions inside the Earth. And what it has been noticed that beyond 105 degree on both sides of the focus, the S waves are not recorded on seismograph. Means this is considered as S wave shadow zone. Simply. And due to this property only, if you remember, the another name of S waves as half body waves, because they are passing through half body. Now this S wave shadow zone confirms us that the matter beyond 2900 kilometer is no longer solid, but it is in liquid. It is not getting confirmed by the S waves because they can't pass through liquid or gaseous medium. Now moving on to the P wave shadow zone. What it has been noticed that P waves are also recorded on all the places over the earth from the focus till 105 degree. And again, if we put the earth in two halves, 180 and 180, then the P waves are again recorded between 145 degree to 145 degree. But the places, or you can say the seismograph, which are located between 105 degree to 145 degree. In few books you will find 103 degree, then here 143 degree. The shadow zone is of 40 degree only, either 103, then 143, 105, then 145. According to NCERT, it's 105 if we talk. So between 105 to 145, a shadow zone is created which is considered as P wave shadow zone on the both side. This means P waves are also not being recorded, and this can only happen when the outer core part is present in liquid medium, and the P waves, when they are entering into outer liquid core and when they are coming out, their path is refracted. As we know that when the energy passes through liquid medium, the refraction takes place, and this shadow zone theory hence proof that the outer core is present in liquid state only, neither gaseous nor vacuum. So in this way, the shadow zone theory confirms us about the outer core liquid state. Now, liquid means what? Simply the matter which has tendency to flow, but like water, but this is not water. This is millions of ton molten iron, because if we talk about core, it is considered as nickel layer, means nickel and ferrous iron, and this molten iron is considered as the engine of earth because it is churning with thousands of kilometers speed, and due to this churning only, the earth gets its property of magnetism and forms the electromagnetic field, and this electromagnetic field is used by the birds or the animals to determine the directions, because they don't know what is east and west. But due to this electromagnetic field, instead of not being a bar magnet, earth start behaving like a bar magnet, and due to this only the magnetic north and south, just like a bar magnet, is formed over earth. And presently the magnetism of earth is on reverse polarity, means the geographical north is our magnetic south and the geographical south is our magnetic north. So in this way the electromagnetic field is formed, and this electromagnetic field, as I told you, it is used by birds and animals to determine the direction. On the other hand, we use this electromagnetic field for in radar communication activities, and then after, the most important thing, it creates a magnetosphere, a magnetic field outside the earth, which protects us from the harmful solar radiations which are coming from sun. Because if the churning of outer core will stop, earth will lose its magnetism, and when it will lose its magnetism, what will happen? The harmful radiation will reach to the earth's surface, and there will be genetic mutations in our body, and it will increase the temperature, leading into melting of the crust, as because it will increase the temperature of magma. Now the question comes, sir, what is magnetosphere? So till here, let me brief you. The shadow zone of S waves only confirms that the matter beyond 2900 km is no longer solid, but the shadow zone of P waves confirms due to refraction that the matter between 29 to 53 means the outer part of the core is present in liquid state. Now moving on to magnetosphere, and let's see that how the magnetosphere protect us from the harmful solar radiation, and the most important thing, how the formation of auroras take place. This is magnetic south and this is magnetic north. The energy which is coming from the sun are considered as solar wind, and near over to the surface of sun they are considered as solar flares. Now the energy which will come is coming in the form of radiation, and when they reaches to Earth's surface, they get arranged according to the magnetic field, and a radiation belt is created. As because the wind is coming from this side, so this will get compact and this will get elongated, and this radiation belt was given by Van Allen. That's why this is considered as Van Allen radiation belt. And rest of the energy passes through like this. And in this way, we are protected from harmful solar radiation because the energy get deflected due to the magnetic field. Now the energy which is passing, our atmosphere is surrounding the whole earth. So the particles which are present in our atmosphere, they get ionized due to the incoming solar radiation, means positively and negatively charged. That's why the ionosphere is formed in our Earth's atmosphere, and the ionized particles are attracted over the poles, means they are maximum over the poles. Now these ionized particles conflict with each other, or you can say sparks with each other, collides with each other when the solar winds passes, and after passing, when the plus and minus charge collides, they sparks, and the gases present in our atmosphere which are abundant, that is nitrogen or oxygen, they used to burn. And that's why in polar areas beyond 60° latitude, north and south, in polar sky or polar areas near about Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle, they glitter in the sky, and this glittering sky in the polar areas are considered as aurora. When they will take place in northern pole, they will be considered as aurora borealis, and in south pole aurora australis. The burning gives the sky different colors like blue, green and red. The blue color comes due to burning of nitrogen, and green and red color comes due to burning of oxygen. And the most important thing, the increment of this aurora's activity, or you can say the ionized particles, can hamper our communication activities also. That's why often UPSC used to ask the questions, or in depth also, optional also, they used to ask what is the significance of magnetosphere in maintaining the earth as a, you can say, habitable planet. So simply they are deflecting the solar winds or harmful solar radiation to reach over the surface. But if the, you can say, solar radiation activity will increase, or the solar flares will increase, or the sun spots activity increase, then what will happen, or what effects we are going to see? So simply the ionized particles will increase, means there will be disturbance in the, you can say, ionosphere, and due to increase in the ionized particles, all the electromagnetic things, or the things which are running on electromagnetic fields, will be hampered, like radar, communication activity, satellite phones, then after our signals, FM, everything, and the phenomena of aurora will increase. Is it clear to all? So they are going to hamper our life a lot. That's why magnetosphere is most important. Now you must be thinking, sir, you discussed about sunspots. What are sunspots? So let's see. Sunspots activity has 11 years of cycle. On every 11th year, they are maximum, and the next 11th year, they are minimum. Means on every 22nd year, 33rd year, they will be on maximum. Now, moving on to the next. What are they? Suppose these are sunspots. Simply you can remember the pimples on the surface of sun. Now you might be thinking the spot means the hydrogen of that surface has ended. So practically not. Rather, the nuclear fusion of the surrounding has increased, means the sunspot area is having the normal temperature of 6000 degrees Celsius, and the surrounding area temperature has increased by near about 2 to 2.5 thousand degrees Celsius. That's why the normal energy emitting area is looking like a spot. Like if I light bigger bulb surrounding a tube light, then what we will see, that the normal light emitting area of tube light will resemble like a spot, because the surrounding area light is more. Like this only, the spot area is having the normal temperature and the surrounding area is having the more temperature. If we talk about their number, maximum they can be as much they can, and minimum they can be 0. Now the question comes, when the sunspots activity will increase, what will happen to the solar constant, or simply the energy which is coming from the sun? So when the sunspots activity will increase, the amount of solar constant or the energy will increase, because sunspots means increase in the temperature of surrounding. But the question comes, if the sunspots activity will be at its minimum, means 0. So the solar constant or the amount of solar energy coming to the earth will increase, decrease, or remain constant. So it will remain constant. Why? As because if there is no spot, means the sun is emitting the normal amount of energy. So the normal amount of energy is coming to earth. means there will be no increase, so there is not going to be decrease also. But if the amount of solar sunspots activity will increase, the amount of solar energy will increase, means the solar power, you can say solar flares will increase, and this will increase the ionized particles, and those ionized particles will disturb our magnetic field and all the equipments which are running over them. So this is the importance of our magnetosphere, Van Allen radiation belt, formation of auroras, the sunspots activities, and the shadow zone theory. So these are the important parts of Earth's interior which UPSC can ask from you. So we will meet in the next class with another important topic, either from geomorphology or climatology. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.